Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to MSL. Of course, I'm your host, Cayman. Today I'm here joined by my friend Radiant. Radiant, if you'd like to say hi.
Hello.
We are here for what is it? It's race 5? No, race 6 of the season. At Watkins Glen, first road course of the season. So it'll be interesting to see how the field plays out here today. We haven't really seen a lot of racing here. Of course, we saw the Nationwide Series race here earlier this weekend. Uh, though it wasn't the most exciting of races. Cleveland, after winning last time out at New Hampshire, will be starting on pole here today. So you're currently sitting through happy hour. Take a quick look at the starting grid, but go ahead and jump over to the race. But looking like it's going to be a cold and cloudy day here in New York.
Very common weather for New York around this time. It must be sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the best weather this time of year in this part of the contiguous 48. Um, One thing to keep in mind is that Cleveland finally got his first win last time out at New Hampshire. Finally led laps, and immediately right after is going to get his first pole position.
Cleveland seems to be having a sort of breakout moment here. He liked the experience of leading a lap, I assume, so he decided that he wants to be in front of the rest of the field a little more.
Yeah, it seems so. And his championship rival, Jay Thompson's currently sitting down in 13th. So there's some work to be done there. Just going through the qualifying order real quick. Of course, Don Cleveland, the 88 car, starting on pole. Lining up beside him is Adam Cross in the 3 car. Adam Cross will be looking for another win to add on to his season so far. Of course, one out, and I do believe Richmond.
Yes,
Yeah,
Richmond.
one out in Richmond off of fuel strategy. So I'll be looking to add another tally to that. Right behind him, we have Lawrence Patterson, the 17, winner of the Daytona 500. So quite a few race winners up here. Lining up alongside Patterson is O'Neill, who is still looking to rebound from a rough start to the season. Uh, then, of course, you've got Taylor in the 19 car right behind him, also looking to finally get himself into a top 5 finish this season. So we'll continue further down the order. The 51 of Stevens finishing out the third row of the field. Behind them is M. Holt in the 33 car and F. Compton in the 99. Then we've got Koch in the 27 and Sellers in the 80. Clayton in the 9 and Wiley in the 26. Of course, Thompson, as we mentioned earlier, sitting there in the 41 car and 13th alongside him. McRae in the 16 car. Behind them, we've got Bond and Finley in the 28 and the 8, respectively. Then we've got Lambert and Allen. Allen currently sitting top 3 in points, a little bit further back than he would maybe like to be for a potential championship bid. But moving on, we've got Thompson's teammate Daniel Boyd in the 14 car, lining up 19th, alongside Ray Farley in the 10 car. Then we've got Witt in the 37 and Floyd in the 5. We've got Clark in the 71 and Rowe in the 20. Then Horn and Crawford will be rounding out our field. Once again, Horn is struggling through qualifying here. I mean,
You know,
I
qualifying isn't the only thing Horn has been struggling through. I don't I'm not sure he may have only had one finish, uh, two finishes inside of the top 10 outside of Daytona. So he's been kind of struggling with race pace as well.
yeah, definitely not what you'd like to see if you were their team owner. I mean, not the worst in their team. Unfortunately, rookie Douglas Lambert, the 7 car, is sitting right behind him in points. So both drivers are going to be looking to maybe find some luck here today, but time will tell. It's only 21 laps here around what's going to be like mentioned earlier, a cold and cloudy day here at Watkins Glen. Kind of windy as well, so it'll be interesting to see if the driver's going to have to fight through that as the race progresses.
Uh, Definitely, and it's always a possibility that the weather may end up shifting in some way that we can't exactly predict right now. Obviously, we don't have access to a radar because it is 2003, so,
Yeah.
so we don't exactly have one ready in the booth with us.
Maybe one day in the future they'll figure out those radars,
Right? Maybe.
as it sounds like the driver's finally getting ready to fire up those engines, see them all kicking on. Pace car will peel away and the field will start pacing.
Just realized I had my stream muted. So, I was a little deaf there for a second, but that's all right.
As we'll get a quick visual representation of the field really quick, looking for any potential cars that might have a mechanical problem, as that's been a
Mm,
kind of a suspected thing to occur here. Is quite a few times through just quick races or preseason races where we would see a car DNF before the race even got started, and they'd get started, but the moment they started pacing, their engines just blew apart.
I mean, starting an engine and putting it in idle for a few seconds is a lot different from actually putting a load on it. So these engines are definitely designed to handle the load of a race car, but they're not always built to specification.
Yeah, sometimes mechanics will get a bit too preoccupied with the power that the engine puts out and kind of ignore the reliability problems that might entail.
Right. Not only that, but this is something I saw happen to a motorcycle in front of me on the highway. Sometimes they just forget to put the screws back into the engine after they've taken it apart.
Yeah, that can happen from time to time. Every so often you'll find a extra bolt from the engine after
Right.
a long and lengthy repair.
Yeah. But this motorcycle I'm talking about must have found a few hundred extra bolts because their engine components were falling off of the motorcycle very rapidly.
Oh dear.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, probably not the best as everybody getting really close there through the bus stop.
Mm.
We could probably do with giving each other a little bit more room, but a long lap here around pace.
Right. And I mean, that is another thing that we should point out. This is a somewhat long racetrack. I believe this layout that we're using is about 2.5 miles, so around as long as Daytona, if I'm remembering correctly, at least.
Uh, Possibly. I don't remember off the top of my head how long
The I think
this
it's
one is.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, and it's saying 2.45 miles. So
Oh yeah, we'll just round it up and call it 2.5.
yeah, so about as long as Daytona. But we're not going to be racing 200 laps here. I believe we're only doing 21 laps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 21
But
laps, and fuel strategy may come into play here as we've seen it multiple times already this season. So we head to the final 2 corners of the track.
I mean, first, this is our first road course race this season, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's first road course race of the season, which may explain some of the qualifying woes that some of our top drivers have had. But they're gonna round turn 7.
Yeah, as Don Cleveland crests the final corner, He'll take his 88 Ford machine to the restart zone to take the field. Green here for Watkins Glen.
Here we are. And
Down
we're into
into
turn
turn
one.
one.
41 looked like he was going to take a look there, but nothing comes of it.
Everybody keeps it clean through turn one into the yeses up the hill. Cleveland clears cross. Cements himself into the lead of the race. Taylor looking to take fourth away from O'Neill. Out of the yeses, can't quite clear him. The top three go single file, kind of pulling away from the field here as we enter the bus stop. Ooh, a little bit of contact there between O'Neill and Holt. As Taylor clears O'Neill for fourth, and O'Neill's just going to continue falling further and further back into the field. Now fighting with the
Gonna have
51.
quite a bit of chaos in the back there as they try to get themselves situated. But O'Neill still going to be side by side with the 51. Maybe trying to get out in front of him into 7.
Yeah, kind of looking around, trying to find some way to clear him, but can't quite get there in time. Stevens is going to finally clear the 29 car. It's Compton and the 41 of Thompson are going to sort themselves out as we head into one. Sellers looking down the inside.
Still really squirrely back behind Sellers, but the front of the pack has now single filed out. Uh, we're still too wide in some areas at the back.
Yeah, looks like 11th through 15th are still trying to sort themselves out. Even
It's
behind
not going to
them.
be it's not going to be very fun through the bus stop. It's just going to lose them a bunch of time.
Yeah, as it looks like McRae finally breaking free from Wiley and Bond. The Andretti car is not having a good day today. Of course, there's still plenty of time for that to change, but at a road course like this, it's going to be difficult to move through the field like you would typically see from a intermediate or even a short track.
Clayton side by side with Boyd, drag race down the front stretch. Boyd's able to clear him going into one. And they've got the 71 behind them. The 10 making a move on the 97 there.
Yeah, so we were three wide for a moment between a few cars in the back.
They still haven't sorted themselves out yet, as most of the rest of the field has just gone single file.
Taking a quick look up here, it looks like top four kind of bunching up a little. It's Cross and Patterson kind of holding up Taylor there. Taylor looking around, trying to find some way to get past that 17 car. Is just going to stick it in behind him. So everybody kind of single files out, gets into a bit of a rhythm here.
88 of Cleveland seems to be pulling away from the rest of the pack. The 3 was trying to catch him earlier, but it doesn't look like he's got the pace in that car to do it.
Yeah, another car that's going to be looking for pace is that 33 machine. They've had a very unfortunate series of DNFs here throughout the first 5 races. I do believe 3 DNFs. Of course, a few accidents haven't helped either, but they'll be looking for a good result to get them out of the last spot in the championship standings as Compton looking down to the inside of O'Neill, but can't quite get there in time.
And another thing worth mentioning here is that Compton, O'Neill, Holt, none of them are in contention for the championship anymore. We have a full season points format, and they're too far behind the leader, even after race 5, to come back and become champion.
Oh, no, that's just they're a
Oh,
full
that's
race
the
behind.
my bad. I was
Yeah.
misinterpreting.
No, it's all good. But yeah, they would have to do quite a bit of work to get back up to the championship fight.
But it is still possible for
Yes.
them to become champion. If not, it's very unlikely though. If one of them becomes champion after a start like this, I would be very impressed.
Me too. This looks like Cross made up a little bit of time there in that last lap on Cleveland and continues to slowly reel in that 88 car. So once again, everybody throughout the field is pretty much single filed out. See a bit of
Really,
gap there in the back where all that
really not.
fighting was.
Oh, 51 in the 33 going at it there through turn 7.
Yeah, two teammates fighting for fifth.
And behind them, we've got Thompson, and I believe that's Compton next to him.
Yeah, Thompson, Compton, and O'Neill fighting it out for seventh. Thompson really moving his way through the field here so far this race. As we go through the S's, Holt and Stevens still side by side. Here comes O'Neill looking to take advantage of it.
Now, doing that, they're going to be holding up the rest of the field, so it's going to be a lot less, well, a lot more of a task for Thompson to try and catch up to Cleveland out in front.
Yeah, but Thompson's going to make advantage of what he can here. Looking around the 29 car, couldn't quite find an area to get up alongside him as Stevens kind of goes a little wide there, nearly gets into the grass. As this bunch of cars really getting all riled up here as Thompson looked down the inside of the 29 machine. Gets there in time. I don't think he's quite cleared him though.
Doesn't clear him into 7, but maybe the momentum off the high line.
And it's side by side down the front stretch. Thompson just slowly edging out O'Neill for the position there. Into
Not going to
one.
clear into 1.
Oh, Thompson couldn't quite find enough grip there on the outside of one. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but into the S's. Could potentially clear him.
Those two still aren't clear.
Still
Oh,
second side by side.
now they're going to be slowing down the field behind them.
Yeah, as the front six are going to continue to get away here. Cutting it real tight there between Thompson and O'Neill through the bus stop. Thompson's going to finally back out as Compton right up to his rear quarter panel there. Through the carousel.
He's
Thompson.
not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to make it stick there though, as Thompson's going to clear him out of the carousel going into 6.
Yeah, Sellers now looking to the inside of Compton, that 99 car. Looks like we've got our first rounds of pit stops here. Looks like all the leaders came in. Except the 19 and the 17. Thompson once again looking to the inside of O'Neill through turn 1. Can't quite make it work there. O'Neill getting a good run there on the outside. That 41 machine really kind of struggling for grip here today.
Definitely could be the tires now that we've run 8 laps. But it looks like the 29 may be struggling a little more with its tires.
Yeah, Thompson finally clearing O'Neill. So now we've got a battle between Compton, Sellers, O'Neill, and Koch. O'Neill kind of falling through this pack here. McRae now looking to the inside of O'Neill. Isn't going to have the speed to get it from him, though. As our two on-track leaders fight it out there, as looks like one of them's going to come into the pits, and oh nope, both of them will.
They're both coming into the pits.
Looked like Taylor may have wanted to stay out there for a moment, but
Looks like everyone's
everybody's
coming into
coming
the
into
pits.
pit lane. We'll keep an eye here. Busy pit lane here on lap 8.
everyone in that pack will be taking a trip down pit road. Really makes you question what the leaders who pitted earlier, what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
we'll
was
see
gonna.
him flying by here soon. As we saw during the nationwide race, that the undercut was pretty strong here, and especially with looking at how the lap times evolved here throughout the first stint. I wouldn't be surprised if the first group of pitters have a huge advantage. Patterson, Taylor, Thompson all get good stops. Compton as well,
Looks like
O'Neill though.
they are going to have a pretty big advantage there. Those cars that pitted early,
Yeah, especially
or at least some of
Cleveland
them.
as he clears the 17 car. Taylor fighting with Holt there for, do you believe, what would be fourth?
Looks like it. And everyone else just miles behind now.
Yeah,
But it does look like the undercut definitely paid off.
seems so as that 33 car's right on Taylor's bumper, looking down the inside as Cross is also looking to the inside of Patterson there. Holt's going to clear Taylor. And Cross is going to get past Patterson. Free to chase down that 88 car. Looking back through the field here. 71 of Clark got a good stop there. Made up quite a few positions through pit lane. But on the contrary, the 29 car has continued to struggle through pit lane here, as they will lose out on quite a few positions there. Now fighting with Floyd in the 5 car for 14th.
Really bad for that 29 car. They were fighting up front or close to it with the 41. Now they've dropped way back.
Yeah, as Patterson and Holt sitting right there on that three's bumper. I wouldn't be surprised if Patterson's going to make a move here into this corner, and he does. Looking down the inside. Can he get there in time?
Looks
Gets
like he
his
got
nose in
there
the door.
side by side into turn 7.
Here comes Cross's teammate Holt in the 33 car. Potentially give some aid to the 3 car. Cross.
Looks like he's maybe more inclined to give aid to the 17 car based on where he's positioned himself.
Maybe, but it looks like he's struggling for grip there on that outside. He's going to lose a good chunk of time there to the 19 of Taylor.
Everyone's been really struggling on the outside of turn 1. Really makes you wonder why they're still going up there.
Yeah, maybe it's just a lack of better options, though. I feel like just sticking in behind him is a little bit better than that, as Holt making a little defensive shake there on Taylor. These 3 now 4 now looking to battle as Stevens is getting up here in the action as 3 Dinger Racing cars are all 4 of them. It's currently sitting in the top 10 as they're going to go 3 wide, or they thought about it. As Taylor backs out of it last minute. Their
You're still gonna
battle here is really heating up.
Definitely is as they drag race down the front stretch. Looks like they 51 may try to make it 2 by 2 wide. Maybe trying to support the 3 here, his teammate.
Well, as Holt continuing to really struggle there on the outside, the turn 1's continuing to be a treacherous corner there. But as I was saying before they tried to go 3 wide, Dinger Racing, all 4 of their cars are having a really good day here today. All of them inside the top 10 now. Stevens looking around Cross and Taylor as they go side by side through the bus stop. A little bit of contact there between Taylor and Cross. Taylor keeps it together though. look like there's a lot of damage on either car, but still keeping it side by side.
Cleveland's team owner is going to be loving this, what he's seeing. Uh, Usually, I'd say that Cleveland loves what he's seeing through the back of his car, but he's way out in front. He's not going to be able to see these guys.
Yeah, Cleveland on track to be the first multi-time winner this season and just in all of MSL. So I'm sure both the driver and the owner are going to be loving this as the 41 and 99, the 8. I mean, they're all just catching up to this group here as Thompson kind of struggling there through turn one. He's going to lose out just a little bit.
Looks like Patterson may be catching up to Don Cleveland.
Maybe
Uh,
Patterson did pit later, so his tires are going to last just that little bit longer.
Great. If he makes up the difference and then pits on the same lap as Cleveland, we may have a race on our hands.
Possibly, as it looks like Cross is going to be continuing to fade through the field here. As Thompson now looking to take position away from that three cars. Compton there, right behind him. Again,
We're gonna staying side by side through six, but it looks like the 41's gonna clear him in the last corner there.
and here comes the 99, clearing him through there as well. Cross, who was once contending for the lead, is now losing positions like none other. As Patterson has caught up to Cleveland quite a bit there. He's
Maybe
about a
the
second
seven
faster that last lap.
could be possible that the 17 is just really good at road courses and nothing else.
Could be, as he's going to look down the inside of Cleveland into the bus stop. Make a little bit of
Looks like they
contact
made
there.
contact.
Looks like too wide through the bus stop isn't the
He's gonna
easiest
clear
thing to
him.
do. Yeah, Patterson taking the lead of the race, first lead change of the day.
Not the not the car you'd expect to be leading a race here in MSL, but definitely a welcome change of pace now that we have a new leader.
Yeah, and Taylor and Holt continuing to fight for third here.
They're gonna have a drag race down the front stretch. Still
But
gonna be side by side going into one. But the high side of turn one has been really bad all day, so it looks like the 33 is just gonna
well,
doesn't clear
maybe
him.
not. No, I think there's just an issue with that 33 car with the grip. I mean, they haven't looked comfortable around there whatsoever. I mean, they've been doing a fantastic job keeping it up in the top five through this stint, but that car does not look comfortable to drive.
Yeah. The team owner of Cleveland, the 88 team, he is furious right now at both of us for pointing out how Cleveland was leading. He says that we may have cursed Cleveland a little.
Yeah, possibly, but I think it's more interesting to see that Patterson's lapping about 2 seconds faster, or at least a second faster than most of the field.
Yeah. An unexpected pace from an unexpected driver. We'd love to see it. Looks
So it
like the
looks like,
33 may be coming in.
yep, first round of pit stops. Cleveland once again coming in a little bit early. Do believe this will be the last round of pit stops. So
It doesn't look like Patterson came into the pits.
yeah, it appears he stayed out.
Yeah.
Yep, see him there.
He's gonna lead as many laps as he can while he has the opportunity, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on pit lane here. Could be consequential for the lead of the race. It's about half the field came in that time around. Cleveland with a good stop, so did the 33 team. Take a look back up
Cleveland is
here.
looks like Patterson's into the pits this time.
Yeah, I'd imagine the rest of the field will be coming in.
Yeah.
We'll keep
It'll be
it.
an undercut by one lap, but as we've seen before, one lap undercuts have been effective.
Yeah, but with how much you push on that opening lap, you just burn through a lot of rubber. So
Right.
we'll see if there's enough time left in the race for Patterson to do something, or maybe somebody else. So I'm sure it won't take long for us to see the rest of the field start roaring by.
It takes a little over a minute to lap this track on fresh tires, so uh, compare that to the amount of time you lose in a pit stop.
As Patterson with a
Patterson,
quick stop,
ooh,
short
very
pit
quick
from
stop.
Patterson.
He may be out in front of Cleveland here. He will be out in front of Cleveland.
Yeah, as Taylor also getting a really good stop there is going to put him right next to Holt in that 33 car. But very interesting to see that the 17 car not making a full stop. I think they just pit for fuel.
Yeah, well, he may. It is possible that he could just hold off Cleveland for the next 4 laps, even if he does have old tires on. Although I could have swore I saw him up on the tracks. He may have only pit for 2 tires.
Yeah, maybe. Time will tell. Looks like Cleveland's already catching him, though.
Hmm. And again, he may just be trying to make the most out of being able to lead a race here. It's not something he does very often.
That is true, but the car to keep in mind is that 33 machine, as they are also nearby, could take advantage if Cleveland messes it up as he dives it into turn one on Patterson.
Hmm.
Trying to get the grip there. Can't quite
He's not
do
going
it
to
in
clear.
one corner. In through the S's.
Ooh, Patterson with a very big mistake in the first S there. Went really wide, and he's going to get positioned at 88.
Yeah, loses out there on the lead. The short pit may have not been the way to go, but time will tell as he's still holding it near Cleveland there. But Holt is catching pretty quick there.
Yeah,
Upping a little bit
that makes me
faster.
more about Cleveland's pace than it does about Patterson's because Patterson is holding on with Cleveland. So if the 33's catching on it, and it's both of them that are going slow.
Yeah, especially if they continue to start battling, it's going to slow both of them up.
Yeah. Patterson with a 112, he may have only taken 2 tires.
Yeah, Holt caught up 3/10 that last lap. But 3 laps remaining in this race. Still some time for things to happen. Something to change.
Engine failures can happen at any time. It's not restricted to just the first 19 laps of a race.
As true as Patterson continuing to stick it right there with Cleveland. He's going to have to worry about making a defensive shake here down into this corner. As looks like Patterson sticking right there, going to look into the
Right up to the
inside. I
corner.
wouldn't be surprised. There he goes.
Looks to the inside of Cleveland in turn 6. Not quite enough grip to clear him.
Side by
Still
side down
side
the
by
front
side.
stretch. Cleveland's going to have the advantage, though, sitting there on the inside.
Cleveland's going to clear it before getting into turn 1.
Patterson backs out of it, but Holt continuing to kind of take advantage of this. I may have not lapped fast enough there on that last lap, but I mean, if these two continue to battle, it won't take much.
2 laps to go, and about this time, you need to remember that Cleveland's tires are 1 lap older than Patterson's. So Patterson, assuming he took tires, does have a tire advantage.
Yeah, as they're
And
still side or not side by side, but right
bumper to
next to each
bumper.
other. Yeah. Patterson's gonna look to the inside once again here. I wouldn't be surprised,
Yep.
or
He's
maybe
gonna
not.
think better of it.
He's gonna bide his time.
He's gonna save his tires.
Oh,
Probably. Oh,
makes a little bit of a
probably knows that
mistake
there's
there.
only. He probably knows there's only 2 laps to go. And it'll be 1 to go this time by.
And
White flag is waving.
88 car takes the white flag. Is gonna look to go 2 in a row here. Patterson, though, they're also looking to take their second win of the season. And you've got Holt right there behind him, still close enough to take advantage if one of them or both of them make a slip up. He could be in for his first win here today. It's Patterson kind of catching back up to Cleveland after making that mistake through the final 2 turns.
That's where that tire advantage is going to come into play. Patterson, 1 lap fresher tires. Cleveland may have used up all he had trying to defend.
Yeah, through the bus stop into the carousel. Patterson is right up to that 88's bumper.
33, Holt has nothing to try and answer these two with. As Patterson maybe trying to take a look to the inside, but thinks better of it.
Yeah,
Not
can't
sure why.
doesn't make the move there, but I don't think he's going to have another opportunity. Cleveland
Mm.
around the final corner, down the front stretch is going to be your first time multi-time winner here in the MSL Cup Series. Drag race for fifth. Looks like Stevens got it. As Cross, who was once fighting for the win, is going to fall all the way down to 9th. And O'Neal, who as well was running top 5, all the way down to 16th. Again, that team is struggling here through race trim. It's this teammate, the 9 car, finishing down at 25th. And third place championship contender, Jay Allen, finishing dead last.
It's going to be really bad for Johnny Allen. He's going to fall through the standings like a rock.
Yeah, definitely, especially with people like Taylor and Stevens getting good finishes here.
Also with Patterson getting a good finish. I believe outside of his win, that's his first top 5 of the season.
Yeah, it looks like it. But definitely a lot more exciting race than what I was kind of expecting going into today. Definitely not complaining though. Strategy played its part. Some good on track action, and everybody kept it pretty clean. So, congrats on the 88 team's second win of the season,
Yeah.
second in a row at that. So, it'll be interesting to see how the championship battle heats up throughout the season. If Jimmy Thompson can come back from this, as once again we're expecting them two to be the main title ship.
Contenders.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. But as always, thanks everybody for watching. And be sure to tune in next time for the first mile and a half of the season.
I got one more thing.
Oh,
The first reaction from Cleveland's team owner to his second win of the season. Noodle made.
noodle made.
Noodle made.